And here we are. Hello, Nirmala.
Hello. How are you?
We are back for another episode of Schoolio Q&A, and today we're talking about videos and digital content. So I'm so excited you're here. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you. Thank you for having me join you today. This is
It's,
going to be fun.
it's gonna be fun, man. We got some videos to show. Those of you that are joining for the very first time, this is our weekly Facebook Q&A with families and customers and folks that are just interested in the things that we're working on. And if you're new to Schoolio, we are a curriculum company based in Canada working on some really cool innovation to support parents, teachers, and of course the most important part, the students on their educational journey, whether you're homeschooling, whether you're full-time in school, whether you're in between with this crazy world. We hope we can support you with your educational journey. And every week I've been bringing on different guests to give you a little bit of a peek behind the scenes and all the amazing folks that help bring this vision to life. And today we got somebody super important, Nirmala, and I can probably give you a 2 hour introduction to what she does. But in its smaller summarized version, Nirmala heads up our audio video production side of the things, and she's responsible for taking all of our amazing curriculum and making it into beautiful audio video for all of you guys on a platform we're going to launch very soon. So, Nirmala, thank you for taking some time and coming on. I know you're busy with all the work on your plate.
My pleasure. I'm excited to talk about it and let everybody know what's coming up. We've been working really hard. We've been working really hard. It's a lot. It's definitely a lot right now. So just a little extension of what Satish is talking about. We are currently in the process of converting all of our digital PDFs into audio-visual lessons for our students. So that's a really big project from kindergarten to grade 8, and we are moving along, and getting ready to launch very soon for you all.
So, just for folks that might not understand the scale of this thing, walk us through a little bit about the amount of content you're dealing with, because we're kindergarten to grade 8, but
Grade
in
8
each grade we're math, language, science, and social studies.
social
So, take
studies.
us through a little bit about the volume of content that you're working with.
Yeah, for sure. So essentially, there are around, I would say, about 4,000 pieces of content that we are working through from kindergarten to grade 8 across all four core subjects. As you mentioned, every subject has a breakdown of our language program, math, science, and social studies, and within each core subject, there are multiple units. So um, we picked it out in a way such that the videos are created for all age groups to be to take away from both having fun while they're learning and making sure that they absorb the information at the same time. So we've been really careful about the way the lessons are designed. So for the younger grades, the visuals, while maintaining our brand imaging, like as in the space theme, which you're going to get to see soon. We've carried the child through a journey of learning from being in kindergarten all the way to grade 8, where the visuals will grow with the student. So whether they start at kindergarten or they jump in a little bit later, the visuals are going to be appropriate for their environment at that time. So yeah, these are all little details that it all adds up, but it definitely makes it for a great learning experience for each individual child along the way.
Yeah, and digital is a very interesting topic. It took us a long time to really understand how to build digital curriculum. There's so many products out there already, and we didn't want parents to have to choose another option that's similar to everybody else. And in this case, because we have all of the core subjects, most of the other platforms either dealing with language or math, but not all four subjects combined. But not only that, in an order where if a child is going to do math and language and science in a single day, that they don't get the fatigue from the videos.
Right, exactly. So, one of the things that we've kept in mind too is that every lesson is structured according to the complexity and the duration that a child of that age can handle. We've made sure that whether it's language or presentation style in the voiceovers or in the visuals or like the materials that are on the screen, the kinds of visuals that are chosen to teach the lesson itself. It's acting as a parent would as they're homeschooling their child, right? So the the principle behind the videos is that in the event that a parent is not able to sit with the child to go through the PDFs with them, the child is able to easily follow along from start to finish, know where they need to go. When they're finished one lesson, it'll tell them where they need to go. The system will set them up in a way that points them in the direction of what's next for them as
Yeah.
well. Very simply, so a child as young as kindergarten or grade one can help themselves if in the event that a parent needs to step away for a few
Yeah.
minutes while they're doing
Now,
their homework.
yeah, and that's such a great point because when we went down this path, we didn't want digital to be this or the other option. Where a
Hmm.
lot of our families still really rely on the printed book. They can take it physically with them wherever, whether it's picnic, traveling, vacation, whatever it may be. And getting the child to take a piece of paper and a pen and write answers is still a very tactile experience. So we wanted to make sure we
For sure.
retain that. But should you add on digital and now give them a bit of the online experience where grading could happen, gap analysis could happen, more interactive content like videos and things like that could happen, we wanted to have the continuity so you can go back and forth and not have to pick one or the other. And so this is really exciting. Maybe we'll play the video so you can see a little bit
Yeah,
of a
let's go
teaser.
for it.
This
Let's
is the
let's go
first
for it.
time anybody in the intro webs is ever going to see a piece of content from us. We've been working really hard on it. So if you're watching it on a recap, we'd love to hear your comment below. If you're watching it live, we'd love to hear some comment below because this has been a lot of work. We'll play a little bit of the video with audio, and then we'll come back and talk a little bit about the process to create these. But this video is grade 1, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. So this is grade 1. So without further ado, why am I so nervous?
Because it's the first time. Let's go for it.
Jeez. Okay, here we go.
Exciting.
Hey there, explorer! Are you ready to explore the human body? You probably already know most of the major parts of your body, like your legs, arms, and head. But our bodies have lots of different parts that do lots of different things. Your stomach digests food. Your eyebrows protect your eyes when rain drops on your face and from dust and sand. Your fingers help you type on your tablet and do many other things. Your feet and legs help you run. Your hair keeps you warm and protects your head from sunburn. Can you think of other body parts and guess what they do for you? Like your neck or your fingernails? Our bodies can do so many amazing things. I can't wait to explore the body and all of its abilities with you, explorer. Take some time now to complete your lesson activity for today. I'll see you next time.
Whew.
Yeah, that was one of our science lessons.
It's out in the world. I can't tell
It
you.
is.
A year of planning and video editing and all the hard work you and the team has been putting behind this thing, and one unit is now public.
Yeah, they just got to see their first preview of one of our lessons. It's so
Yeah.
exciting, for sure.
And you deserve this.
Oh, thanks. Thanks. I'm looking forward to seeing many of the Schoolio parents enjoying this with their children as well along the way.
You
I
know,
must say, even for the adults, like for me in this process, and I know many of the team members are going through our, elementary school years of learning the curriculum all over again, and it's very fascinating.
yeah, man. And how can we do a live show without some audio effects? So for all of you that are virtually clapping, here we go. So maybe as let me pull up the video just a little bit and walk through some
Sure.
of the animation things and custom graphics and things that your team has been working on.
Yeah, for sure. So just to start off while you're pulling it up, pretty much everything in this content is created from scratch. So we've designed the backgrounds, we've designed the characters. Every subject has a different character that's teaching. Um, there are we replicate a little bit of a classroom kind of vibe just to, just get into the mood of we're kind of studying, but we are in space, in a spaceship. You can see through the window above the board there that there you're seeing out into outer space. So this process starts off, as you can see, there's some like text on the screen, there's some images. We go through the lesson. Um, in our process, we start off with scripting, going through what needs to be taught, how it needs to present it, how it needs to be presented, and then we get the audio recorded by a voiceover artist, and then we move along into our video production process, where that takes a little bit of time because we are animating, we are, sourcing graphics to go along with things so that it's not too much text for the little ones, especially because they're not at that level to be able to read yet, right, on their own. So we try to keep things as visual as possible so they can, have fun while they're learning.
That's amazing, man. And the team has spent hours designing these custom avatars that are teachers. Hopefully, we'll put them all out as little T-shirts and and toys. But these
I'm looking
characters,
forward to everyone seeing the other versions of the characters that not everyone has yet seen. They get cooler as the child grows up. That's all I can say for
which
now.
is what I love. There's a transition plan. So if your child is with us, hopefully long enough, they can see the program change visually from 3 to 4 to 5 to 6.
Yep, as they grow along, the characters and the setting grows along with them.
That's incredible. So just to talk about timeline a little bit, because I know parents are going to ask us, we are currently taking a lot of this content and starting to load it into our system. And I think next week or the week after, I'm going to bring on one of our co-founders, Jan, who's also the technical brains around this new personalized education delivery system that nobody else has, that we've been working on really hard for the last year. And you'll see how in the system parents can log in and see a 22-week, 36-week program fully laid out every single day, 4 subjects laid out, and how you can go and look at how your child is going to study, but at the same time start to put your own things in there that will get them even more excited about learning. And if you choose to use the Schoolio after school tutoring program or any tutor in your world, you can see how those people can now come into the same world and support you and your child. And should teachers and schools want to get involved, that's a whole different game plan that we set up. So as you can tell from Nirmala's face and mine, we're super excited. We smile every time we talk about this because I think this is a really huge opportunity to help a ton of parents. And more importantly than the grown-ups, it's the young people and their ability to experience the joys of learning. And so that's what we're all about. And so we'll share more videos. We'll share more insights into how we're building it. And as always, the reason we are showing all these things is we want feedback. We want co-ownership. So, this is only as good as it gets until you decide to use it and your child loves it. So help us make sure that you guys are seeing the same vision we are. In passing, before we close up with you, my friend, how cool is your video editing skills now and your audio editing skills? Are you like super?
Oh man, like pro level status max.
That's amazing. We've got a great team working on this stuff. You guys will see more and more Nirmala as we release more content. And that's all we got for today. Thank you so much for watching again. And if you enjoyed the content we're putting out, please do lock in for next Friday, 3 p.m. We'll be back. And of course, you can always get in touch with us if you have any other questions or not. But thank you, Nirmala, for dropping by. I know you're busy.
My pleasure. Thank you guys so much for having me.
We will see you next week on another episode of Schoolio Q&A. And in the meantime, please do get in touch with us if we can help you with education, tutoring, or anything else that we could support you and your student with. Thank you again. We will see you soon. Bye-bye.